Draw near, my beloved one, and let my words find a place within you. I want to reveal a certain understanding to you, one that will illuminate your journey ahead. This isn't just a passing notion or something you've imagined. It's a profound certainty, a gentle summons you felt stirring inside for a while. You've noticed a change, a feeling you couldn't quite identify. I tell you today, my cherished one, that something important is about to become clear. This is why I speak to you directly at this very moment. Halt for a moment. With all my affection and a distinct purpose, I ask you, let go of every other thought. Silence the noise that surrounds you. Set aside anything that pulls your attention. What I share with you now is different from anything you've heard before. It comes from me for a reason that is deeply set. There are hidden workings in motion, and you must pay attention to what is being revealed. A tender spirit from my own presence walks close to you. This soul has sincerely asked me to bring you a vital message. The realm beyond your senses is closer than you realize, and difficulties have tried to rush ahead of my intentions. But remember, I am your constant guide. I am your firm protection. Every word you are about to receive is part of a plan I formed with deep consideration. If you already feel my presence stirring within you right now, I invite you to undertake a straightforward yet significant action. Accept this understanding in your heart. There is no greater kindness than helping another spirit grasp what lies ahead. If you truly sense this is not mere coincidence, then let this awareness sink deeply into your being. This inner confirmation will show me you are ready. You have longed for answers, my child. You have shed quiet tears, hoping for change, for your pains to lessen, for solitude to lift, for what was promised to come true. Hear this from a voice both firm and tender. My silence was not neglect. I've been active in ways hidden from your sight. Even when you felt overlooked, unheard, I was already sending signs from my home. One such message reaches you now directly from a spirit who held you dear on earth and who now finds peace with me. Yes, the one you long for, the one you mourn, who appears in your sleep, has something to tell you. You are never truly by yourself, my beloved one. Even when your dwelling felt empty, when your table felt too large for the few who sat there, when your soft appeals seemed to go unheard, I was there. I moved through the silent chambers of your spirit, caring for the parts no one else could touch. Now the time has come to reveal what has been kept near. For what is concealed in my domain is not meant to remain concealed forever. Some understandings are shown only when a spirit is open. And yours, my precious child, is prepared. You cannot imagine the discussions held concerning you in my higher courts. Some names are spoken with great honor in my presence. Your name is one of them. When you gave help without expecting anything back. When you chose silence to protect another's feelings. When you showed warmth even when you felt drained. When you kept seeking me even when you felt no shift. In those very instants, my kingdom responded. Did you think no one observed? I witnessed it all, my child, and the one who is now with me saw it as well. That spirit who loved you so deeply in their earthly life, and who now thrives in my light has continued to speak for you. I understand your sorrow. You need not speak it for me to comprehend. The faith you kept, even through your hardship, is what now clears this way for you. What is soon to be revealed is more than just words. It is a part of the shift intended just for you. Before this gift appears in your daily life, I must secure it within your inner self. You must receive it. Accept it with all your heart. Stop doubting if you deserve
great things or if your chance has gone by. For I tell you with complete assurance, yes, you are deserving. Yes, your time is here. And yes, that good fortune is truly drawing near. You might have felt it was too late, that years had slipped past, that some good things were meant only for others. It is not that I delay, but rather that I require you to arrive at a point where you release your own efforts and lean entirely on my strength. What is coming will not arise from your efforts, but from my directing hand. Today, I want you to remember a truth I set within you long ago. There is a stillness beyond human grasp, a profound quiet that protects your mind and feelings even when difficulties are all around. This inner quiet is not an illusion. This quiet is my very presence with you, and my nearness remains with you even as you listen. You're not just imagining this. It is real. It is I. I am here. The one you held so dear, who now shines in my light, is smiling right now. They know this message has reached you, for they know this is the distinct confirmation you looked for in your solitary moments. Perhaps there were things you couldn't settle, words unspoken, goodbyes that felt unfinished. But I tell you, my child, nothing was truly left incomplete that true affection has not already brought to its conclusion. Real devotion does not lessen when the body passes. My constant care is always active, and now that same love will help you embrace what is arriving. A profound understanding is about to dawn for you, my child. It is not something hidden in shadows, but a sacred truth revealed only to those who listen with an open spirit. This truth speaks to your turning point. That part of your journey that felt unmoving. Those quiet longings you expressed repeatedly that seemed unheard. My answer is now forming, carrying my essence. And it is coming to you. It is not random. It is by my intention, for my purpose for you is always active. My desires align with your well-being. And just as you once spoke with sadness, today I wish for you to speak with confidence. Let your words reflect certainty, not complaint. Let a small light begin to glow within you, however faint. For if you truly believe, everything changes. Right now in this moment, I saw you withdraw to cry when no one was watching, my child. I saw you show a bright face to others while your inner self slowly broke. They remained unaware, but I observed. My perception sees beyond what is visible. Your softest thoughts are plain to me. Even a sigh tells me your worries. You kept many things hidden for a long time. And while you did this to protect those dear to you, it lessened your own inner resilience. I observed you even when you felt entirely unobserved. I saw how you gave of yourself completely, even when you had nothing left. I saw how you changed the subject to avoid speaking of your pain, shifting topics when asked about your state, simply to save others from worry or unease. Yet now the moment has arrived to bring wholeness to what has been held within you. For the sadness you kept secret now needs to be made whole. And I am here to hear it. Your silence was not weakness. It was a sign of profound affection. But I do not want you to carry this heavy inner weight by yourself anymore. You have collected words left unsaid, pains that remain, and goodbyes never fully given. It is not right for your inner self to bear this weight any longer. That is why today I wish to enter that hidden part of you where you've kept pieces of your struggle carefully hidden from view. Today I will join you there not to judge, but to cleanse. For pain does not stop simply because it is hidden, and I want your inner unrest to cease. I remember you were alone after that disagreement, my child. I recall how you wondered if you had caused it, if you had made an error. You waited, hoping for a return, for someone to reach out, for a voice to inquire. If you required anything, and then you acted as you frequently do. You dried your tears, drew a long breath, and internally declared that all was well. But it was not, and I knew it, for I was there watching and upholding you, even though you did not know. That was not a pretense. It was a deep yearning arising from your inner being, and I kept it close in my mind. Do you recall a time you felt invisible, my child? Perhaps at a family gathering where many spoke, but no one truly looked at you. You were physically there, but felt as if you weren't. You felt your thoughts were unimportant, your words unheard. Even though you said nothing, a silent pain settled inside you, wanting to be recognized and known. And I was present, observing as you lowered your eyes to hide your tears. I saw how you again pretended to be content. And I knew that day something was etched within you, the feeling of being unimportant. But I come now to remove that untruth. You matter. You are esteemed, not for what you do, nor for what you give, but for who you are. You are my cherished child, and that truth is whole. You're not expected to be strong without limit, my child. I never asked that of you. You were taught that crying meant weakness, that showing emotions meant being exposed. But I tell you that tears can be a silent request, that accepting your feelings shows trust, and admitting your weariness does not make you less. It shows your true self, and within that very humanness, I find space to work. For I did not look for perfect beings. I look for sincere hearts. And the truth is, my beloved one, you need to find inner calm, to heal, to let go. Today, I wish for you to lay down the weight of guilt you have carried. The constant thought that you could have done more, that another choice might have changed everything. The inner voice that tells you of your insufficiency, your shortcomings, your errors. I know that whisper. It does not come from me. That voice speaks what is untrue. For I saw your sincere heart, your genuine intentions, your every effort, your quiet tears in your resting place, and how you offered prayers for others, even when your own need was most profound. You carry no fault. Hear this clearly. You're not to blame, and there is nothing you must prove to gain more of my affection. My love for you is already whole without any strings. I remember that specific evening, my child. You sat in dimness, the room dark and quiet. Perhaps you thought of giving up. Perhaps you wondered why you should go on. Your spirit felt heavy, your inner self tired, your eyes dry from tears that had stopped flowing. Even though you made no sound, I knew every thought. I felt your deep breath, and I drew closer. Truly, I was nearer than you could conceive. I was always close, my beloved child, even when you felt most isolated. To me, my precious one, your very being holds boundless worth. You often focus on what was amiss, on perceived flaws, or on what was lost. But I see past that, my cherished child. I see your steady spirit, your ability to love deeply, your firm dedication. I saw you stand up again and again, even when there was no one to lean on. I saw you keep giving kindness, even when you felt empty. These actions carry great meaning for me. There's a profound source of inner strength within you that you may not fully understand. I have come to make things clear, my child, to affirm that your spirit remains strong, that your path stretches onward, and countless fresh beginnings lie ahead. Today, I extend solace to the memories you carry. I reach into the quiet places where you keep old wounds, disappointments, and times you felt abandoned. Sometimes the most difficult forgiveness is the one you must grant yourself. I wish to assist you in this, my beloved, because you deserve to live freely, unbound by what is past. I offered you my forgiveness long ago. Now, the invitation is for you to step into that liberation. Grasp this essential truth which has been unchanging from the very start. Even when you stumble, even when you hesitate, even when you pause your steps, my affection for you never lessens. I am constant. I am unwavering. I'm always here. This steady presence is what will sustain you even during challenging periods. You do not need to understand every purpose or outcome. You simply need to know that you're always upheld, and you truly are. Those matters you kept hidden, those unspoken weights, those parts of yourself you avoided facing, they lose their power over you now. I am shining a light on them, not to expose your weaknesses, but to bring you completeness. There is no shame in the journey toward well-being. To shed tears in my presence is not a sign of fragility. It is an act of profound confidence. You are deeply valued by me, my cherished one, not just for what you achieve, but simply because you exist. This marks the commencement of a deep and continuous renewal. It will not be instant, but it will be true. It will be for you. And when you look back on this time, you will do so with gratitude, free from distress. You will understand that the very struggles you kept concealed were also the moments where I drew closest to you. You often wondered why my answers seemed slow to arrive. You offered your prayers, your pleas, waiting with both patience and at times deep longing. You went to sleep hoping for shift upon waking. Yet silence endured. Day after day you sensed no reply, that the desired change was deferred, that your words vanished unheard. Today I speak plainly about why I allowed that quietness. It was not a punishment. It was not neglect. It was protection. There were aspects of your journey you had not yet perceived. There were individuals not yet prepared to walk alongside you. And there were inner conflicts that needed resolution before I granted what you so deeply sought. I considered not only the desire itself, but also the spirit that will carry what is to come. During that period when you felt I was not communicating, I was in truth working far beyond your comprehension. My quietness was never disinterest. It was a time when I fortified you even without your awareness. It was a sacred moment of preparation. Within that time, I was reinforcing your inner being even when you were not aware. While you perceived only obstacles, I was forming new paths. While you heard only emptiness, I was guiding others, people you hadn't even met, arranging connections, shaping events. Every assurance I offer unfolds through a process. And sometimes the deepest expression of my, or you, is not granting your request precisely when you voice it, but when you are truly prepared to embrace it with understanding, wisdom, and inner calm. Therefore, today I wish to share a deep truth with you. You will revisit the origin of your past sorrows. This is not for renewed suffering, but for genuine healing. Do not fear your past, my child. Your experiences do not define your essence. What occurred does not diminish the intention I hold for you. The very setting where you felt wounded, where you faced disappointment, where your hopes seemed shattered, will be the very spot where you begin to witness profound transformation. For the blessing is not determined by the location. It is determined by my presence. And wherever I choose to act, all is made new. You will revisit, yes, but not as your former self. This time you will approach it with fresh insight. And on this occasion, tears will not be from a sense of abandonment, but from renewal. You were unaware that while you rested, my care enveloped you. That as you labored without energy, I upheld your being. That while others overlooked your difficulties, I was contending for you in ways unseen. Nothing ceased. Everything was being arranged. You perceived only stillness, but I observed progress. Genuine development often occurs quietly, like a deep foundation being laid before any structure appears. That is how I worked within you. And though you saw no outward signs deep inside, a more resilient, seasoned, and authentic trust was taking shape. At times, what troubles you most is the thought that you no longer sense my nearness as intensely as before, or that your tears don't flow as freely when you pray, that your feelings have cooled. But do not mistake inner growth for detachment. I do not require you to constantly experience strong emotions for me to be active. I reside not only in profound sensations or tearful moments. I also reside in your steadfastness, in your quiet choice to continue believing, in your trust that now rests not on fleeting feelings, but on deep certainty. Such trust brings me great joy. Such trust clears the way for greater things. And that very trust is what now brings forth what I have prepared for you. What occurred in your past was never unseen by me. I witnessed your moments of shame, your times of being singled out, your experiences of being let down by those closest to you. I did not endorse those events, but I allowed them to serve a greater purpose. For from that very hurt, a depth of understanding emerged within you that was not there before. From that experience of loss, a clarity was born that now guides your choices. From that period of hardship, a voice emerged within you that can now bring solace to others. I allow nothing to be wasted. Every moment you lived was part of a grander design. For I am elevating you to be an example, a living testament. And such a life is not forged in easy moments. It is shaped through difficult nights. It is refined by genuine tears. You believe that chapter was closed. That specific place was in the past. That memory no longer held any value. And on this occasion, not to re-experience the sorrow, but to imbue it with new meaning. That space you avoided speaking of, that discussion that never found